Hello, this is Tony Heller from RealClimateScience.com. North Korea has weighed in on climate change. The North Korean leader is calling for urgent action on climate change in a bid to tackle abnormal weather that he blames for the nation's crippling food shortage. North Korea is already the world's leader in taking action against climate change. During the 1990s, North Korea reduced their CO2 emissions by almost 75%. Satellite imagery shows that every hour is Earth hour in North Korea. Unlike their fossil fuel guzzling neighbors, North Korea's lights are always turned off. In North Korea, they paint their school buses green and use the children to push the bus to school. Life in North Korea is more like it was a century ago. Let's see what the New York Times had to say during the autumn of 1921. The New York Times said that Earth was suffering from a severe attack of meteorological mumps. It's been accompanied by an intermittent fever manifested in a worldwide heatwave of unusual length and intensity. 2 million Koreans were starving owing to drought-ruined crops. This week, 100 years ago, the New York Herald reported death for millions in 1921's record heatwave. Millions of people in Europe, Russia, and Asia were at risk of starvation due to the record heat and drought. They reported, the great heat wave which has spread over the world during the present summer has no parallel in history. There have been hot waves, there have been famines, there have been pestilences at various times and in many places, but none so blighting and terrible as this. Abnormally high temperatures have prevailed in almost all parts of the northern hemisphere and have continued for an unprecedented length of time. So let's see if we can find the record heat of 1921 on the official NASA global temperature graph. NASA shows the unprecedented worldwide heat wave of 1921, which was starving millions of people, as one of the coldest years on record. Rather than trying to understand and explain the record heat of 1921, NASA took the easy way out. They simply erased it. But let's get back to the starvation which was occurring 100 years ago. America wanted to send food to help out the starving Russians. Captain Emmett Kilpatrick said, "If America starts relieving the Russians, I hope it will watch the food go down the throats of the hungry. Otherwise, the communists will be the only ones provided for." Already, the Soviet is sending out propaganda urging that only the fit should get food. All others must die. The Bolsheviks took all the produce from the farmers last year, so this year they planted only enough for their own use, and that is gone. The supplies that are sent by America will be delivered to the Bolsheviks, and the sufferers will have a hard time getting any. The cities are always in want. The climate hasn't changed, and the communists haven't changed either. The North Korean leadership, like the leadership of most other countries, takes the easy way out and blames climate change for their own political problems. George Orwell said, "So much of left-wing thought is a kind of playing with fire by people who don't even know that fire is hot." Toto has been pulling back the curtain on climate scamsters and communists for the past 13 years. You can visit him, Kyrie, and Caesar on the web at RealClimateScience.com.